As I bring in NBC's Josh Lederman to join me from the White House. Josh, the big question is, this president could be doing this event, getting it done, getting it out of the way because of fatigue potential, right? Because there's no word yet on the president's test results. Why is that?
To the contrary, Alex, the president laid it out last night as if we were going to be getting some test results. He told another television interviewer last night that he had been tested and was awaiting those results. But when we asked this morning whether he's actually been tested negative, the response from the White House is that they will let us know when the president is given the all clear to return to public events and to travel. And then just a couple of hours later, we see him right now holding what can only be described as a public event with hundreds of people gathered on the south lawn of the White House. Now, he obviously is at a distance from a lot of them. It is outdoors. We do see a lot of people in that crowd wearing masks, but it's a very clear indication of just how eager the White House is to get the president back out into campaign mode. He just laid out what, despite the fact that this is technically a White House event, had all the trappings of a campaign rally. He was going through his list of accomplishments, veering into topics that really didn't have anything to do with the stated topic for today, which is law and order. The president talking about the coronavirus vaccine development, about the border wall, about bringing down troops from foreign wars. And just as he was doing this, Alex, the White House and the president's reelection campaign announcing 2 more rallies he plans to hold this week, meaning 3 rallies that are now on the schedule for this week in battleground states, all despite the fact that, as far as we know, even with the president right now in front of the public, he has not actually tested negative for coronavirus or been cleared by doctors as no longer being infectious with the disease.
Okay, so I'm looking at some notes here. Do you have the specifics then, Josh, of where the president is going? We know Sanford, Florida. That one was already announced for Monday. Where else is he heading?
That's right. So on Monday, he'll be in Sanford, Florida. And then on Tuesday, according to his reelection campaign, the president will be heading to Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And then in a 1-2-3 punch, that third day on Wednesday, the president heading to Des Moines, Iowa. And you might ask, what do all those states have in common, Alex? Well, they're all states that President Trump won in 2016, but where recent battleground states show he's now trailing Joe Biden.
Okay. Josh Lederman, thank you so much. Tell me, I know that you're there. It would appear you're there across the street at the Hay Adams Hotel, across of Lafayette Square there. Can you hear the noise of the cheering crowd from that position? I'm just curious how loud they are.
Oh, you're right. I'm just on the opposite side of Lafayette Park from the White House due to our location to enable social distancing. What we can hear here is actually anti-Trump protesters who have gathered right outside that church where we saw the president have that photo op during the Lafayette Square incident, St. John's Church. So you can hear some people basically trying to protest the event today. But earlier we could hear those loudspeakers set up on the South Lawn. And we did go over and take a look at some of the folks as they were waiting to enter the White House. They were playing music. There was a very festive rally-type environment as they were waiting to enter the South Lawn. Well,
that's why I asked. I mean, I figured there was something we were hearing in the background there, but that would have had to travel quite a long ways if it was the crowd that we were hearing there. Okay, Josh, thanks for clarifying all the action that's going on there around the White House. Well, everyone, I have a panel here to talk about what to expect from today's event and also what we did see. Joining me now, NBC News medical correspondent Dr. Natalie Azar, MSNBC political correspondent Jason Johnson, MSNBC contributor Shauna Thomas, MSNBC political contributor Ann Guerin, and Abby Livingston, Washington bureau chief for the Texas Tribune. It's a great panel. We're going to get right into it right now. Doctor, I have to go to you first, Natalie Azar, with regard to what we did see there, the social distancing or really lack thereof. Did you see how tightly packed everybody was in there?
Yeah, that's definitely what stood out to me. I have to say, from our camera angle, we really only saw the backs of people, but it appeared that many, if not most of the people were wearing masks, which I was certainly happy to see. No social distancing whatsoever, lots of cheering. And we know that that's, that can certainly enhance the risk of transmission. I do think it's important to point out that we don't want to apply a double standard here. We do think it's okay to peacefully protest as long as you're doing your best to try to enforce those mitigation measures that we know about.
Yeah, of course. But the fact that we see folks there, I know that the Trump campaign said that they would be handing out masks, but not requiring people to wear them.
Right.
Would it be better overall if the Trump campaign were to say, hey, guess what? We learned a lot the last couple of
Yes.
weeks about COVID-19 as it affected this president. We know what we've said before now, but now we have been somewhat humbled by all of this. Not that we would ever expect him to say that, but wear
Right.
your masks. We're going to give them to you.
Yes.
We ask you to wear them. You must wear them.
Absolutely, Alex. I have characterized this as a real missed opportunity. The White House basically flouted the most basic precautions from public health experts. It triggered a super spreading event. If anything, this would be the moment in time to say, you know what, everybody, look what happened here. It can happen to you. Wear your masks, socially keep yourself distant, wash your hands, and we'll get through this together. It truly is ironic that exactly 2 weeks to the day that happened, another event is happening on the White House lawn.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.